Hello, good evening. What's good, family? This is your boy, Pastor Santa Cameau, and it's an honor to be with a fellow legend, my brother, my man.
You already know what it is.
Got you.
It is the Whimzy one. Charlie Rock, the infamous.
Of course.
Real Chat Podcast finest, Brooklyn's finest.
But before you talk, gotta make my man come into the front.
What's
I
up, y'all?
definitely took over the show, didn't I?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your co-host, Rickard, Jean-Noel. Shout out to everybody that's been watching the show. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody who's just been watching the show and helping us to get this far. Thank you to all the supporters, all the subscribers, everybody that's subscribed to the YouTube, everybody that's been watching the Facebook Live, everybody that's been sharing. Go ahead and share this video or share it afterwards. Drop comments, drop ideas of what you like about the show, who you would like on the show. But today we got a special guest, a brand new guest that hasn't been on the show yet. Introduce yourself, brother. You previously introduced yourself again, so you go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Introduce yourself.
Once again, you already know what it is. Charlie Rock, the Whimzy one, Brooklyn's finest. The dark-skinned one, the happy one, always up to no good, always into something, always into some trouble. I do it all, man, you know.
That's what's up.
I'm just very nomadic and renaissance. That's it.
Okay, so tell people who you are. I know you're a DJ, but tell people who you are.
Well, my real name is Carl Charles. People make fun of me about that all the time. They're like, damn, how your name now? 2 first names, you can't be trusted. Damn right, no human could be trusted. So
Wow.
It is what it is. I mean, regular, athlete, grew up in a Christian home, was in church, left the church. Every now and again, I hear it a lot, like, oh, why you left church, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I understand.
Now, we don't get into all that. Don't worry, we got a whole hour.
Yeah, we need to get into that, like, right.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Actually, why you? I mean, a lot of people get this, but why did you leave church? Why you think somebody pushed you away?
I don't think anybody pushed me away, to be honest with you. I just felt like there was a whole world out there I needed to see. Not to say that Saturdays, going to church on Saturdays was holding me back, but there's some things that I wanted to know and I didn't know.
So, would you say that you're like the prodigal son, or you just like the person that went out? Yeah, basically the prodigal son. For those that don't know the parable of the prodigal son, that's the son that left the home, and he told his father he basically wanted to be a man and wanted to go see what else was out in the world. So, do you feel like you're on that level?
You could say that. If that's the description of the prodigal son, then that's the perfect description of me. And I mean, my parents are still heavy with the church thing. They ask me every now and again, oh, when you gonna go back? Are you gonna come back? You need to come back. I'm like, all right, listen, man. I believe the higher being is omnipresent and omnipotent, so he's everywhere. So I could praise him in the train station. I could praise him at the crib. I could praise him everywhere I am. You understand? Not to say I don't need the congregation, but at times, like, you could praise him. What if I get trapped in the train station one day and I don't make it to church? Understand? My Bible's in my hand. I could, definitely read some scriptures and get whatever message I was getting for that day for myself. You understand?
I feel you. I mean, I think to go back to what you're saying, man. I think at the end of the day, we make this thing so complicated when it's not complicated.
Yeah.
I think when you read your Bible, you notice that the only thing that God requires from us is loving Him and loving others. How you treat your fellow man, how you treat your fellow sister, how you treat your fellow brother. Man, I believe also too that when we come together to fellowship and empower and encourage one another. So I understand what you're saying. I know you're a good brother.
Yeah.
You got a good heart. Your heart is in the right place and everything. Like, I see somebody just gave us a shout out. Whose people is this? This is Jamie Thomas Diaz.
Shout out to Jamie. What up, bro?
Shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie.
It's what he said.
She say, God bless you guys. Praise the live. Praise the Lord for this video live. Definitely.
Amen. Yo, shout out to everybody that's been supporting the Real Word Ministries. We're about to get incorporated. Then we're about to get that 501c3 status. We're gonna be a non-for-profit. We're gonna be hiring soon. And our goal is, you see how we had over 37 episodes total, first season and second season. And we had a lot of different professionals, a lot of young, beautiful people with degrees in education and from different walks of life, and that has different attributes and different talents. We're gonna employ you guys so that you can use your talents, and we're gonna create the first fully youth Christian ministry company, which has never ever been done. So shout out to you guys. So if you got a comment, If you know anybody that would be good for the company, that could help us grow the company and grow the brand. If you know anybody that could help us build our dream and build the dreams of many people that wanted to do this but has not been able to do this, let us know. Drop a comment, tell us what you like about the show, and just speak to us, people. Don't be shy.
So, what made you start DJing?
It had to be back when I was like a child. I used to listen to music. I love music, and it had to be reggae, because reggae, their music is done off like rhythms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean by rhythm is that they would have different artists on one beat.
That's a fact.
Right?
But they don't call they call their artists. They don't call them rappers. They call them DJs.
Okay.
You know that, right?
I mean, I'm learning something.
Yeah, they call them DJs. My man put me onto that. I didn't know that. Yeah, like Mr.
Right,
Angus, Sean Paul, and
then I heard in different other countries, like their groups, they call them sound systems. I didn't know that either. I was
wow.
Just so that's like if you see like a lot of like house music, 'cause you know I DJ house music too.
Yeah.
They say this group is sound system, so and so sound system.
Mm.
So if I had like a band or something, it would be Charlie Rock sound system, like something like that.
Wow.
So I mean, so back to the rhythms, right?
Yeah.
So they would have multiple artists on one beat, and I was like, okay, they're on one beat, and then I used to hear like a DJ's how he used to blend them, right? So I didn't have like the equipment to DJ at the time. I used to have like iTunes. I'd have iTunes open and like World's, what was it called? Media player, the media player.
Yeah.
When I had an HP, so I used to try to blend music through both of those, right?
Or just play two music at the same time.
Yeah, and then try to blend them, right? So I was just messing around with it. I wasn't, really good at what I was doing. I just wanted to. I just knew music, right? I did a gig one time, and I tried to do it with the media player, and I just horrible, worst thing ever. I was like, one of these days, I'm going to be the man at this, right? So I just started talking to DJs, started buying a little equipment here and there, and one day I got a MacBook. My father got me a MacBook, and like I said, I just started talking to OGs, people that have been in the game for a minute. I started asking them what software do I need, how do I do this, how do I blend properly, how do I scratch properly. I had this dude that I went to school with in college. He had the equipment, he just started DJing as well, but he got good really fast. So I used to go to his house and try to mix and just beat juggle. Beat juggling is basically you take a whole bunch of instrumentals and then you try to blend them. And once you learn the BPMs, which is the beat per minute, and what goes with what, everything else is history. So off of that alone, I got a random gig one day. My boy was just like, yo, I said they need a DJ, just come. I'm like, yo, I just started. I don't think I'm gonna be. I'm like, you know what? Let's go do it. So I go do the gig, and everybody's like, yo, you kind of good. Can I get your car? You got this car? I was like, no. I just started DJing like literally last week. So ever since then, it just took off. Wow. And I'm getting better and better at it.
That's cool. I basically wanted to also ask you this. So, what's your experience in regards to DJ? How do you enjoy what you getting more clientele and everything like that?
As much as I love DJing, I like to DJ mostly for myself and like hippies. I love hippies. I love DJing in like Williamsburg parties or like where it's just a nice mixture of like people that enjoy the art.
Okay.
Like you could have fun with the music. You could just blend all day. I really, really, really hate ratchet parties.
Wow.
Because it's like
No,
not that it's dangerous.
Define ratchet. What is
But it is dangerous.
Let me say, ratchet party probably a party where
on Flatbush Avenue.
It's not just about the location. It's like who's throwing a party, right? So it would be like this hood party, and then like
trappers.
Yeah, it's just straight trap music.
Okay.
Maybe like 5 reggae songs would go off, and then they'll be receptive to it. But it's no soca, no house.
No,
you can't have fun with the music. It's just drop this, drop that. And on top of that, there's probably like 10 different dudes coming to you with flash drives. So like, yo, drop my song for me. Drop my song. I'm like, yo, my man. Like I have my internal hard drive, and I got the DJ mix it in my porch. Like I can't. Where I'm gonna put your stuff at to plug in your joint? Like I can't do it. It's just it gets annoying, man. And it's like there's a whole lot to deal with. Like if I do a ratchet party, just give me an hour and a half, and I'm out. That's it. Hour and a half, and I'm good. That's it. I can't do the whole night.
Yo, catch a question. Have you done weddings yet?
I've done a wedding, and I got a wedding coming up actually, April 28th.
Okay, that's what's up. That's beautiful.
Shout out to the beautiful couple, wherever they are.
That's what's up. I wanted to basically ask you this, man. Let's just get right to the nitty-gritty. How do you feel about the Fabulous situation with Emily B? What's your thoughts about that?
Did he hear that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No one knows.
All I saw that he was upset.
I mean, from the video I seen,
He was upset.
He was upset. He cursed at her a couple of times. He might have threatened to walk towards her. You know that? I mean, people do that.
He threatened her and her father.
Yeah, he threatened her.
Yeah.
Like, but he didn't attack him. You understand? Like,
They said he had a sharp object in his hand, so who knows? It could have been a knife. This all speculation.
Whether he had a sharp object in his hand or not, it was just a threat to the back the fuck up, leave me alone. Don't curse, right?
No.
Nah. TV will be on TV. It's okay.
Sorry. But
So somebody said he had a knife too.
Yeah, they said he had a sharp object in his hand.
But my thing is that what was the argument about? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the last time
from what I've read, they said is that she went to L.A., left the kids in Jersey. He did not know she was in L.A. till he got to L.A., or he found out she was in L.A. through social media. So then he pressed her, and he felt like she was cheating on him. So that's
but he's been cheating on her numerous times.
But you know how it goes. Some people are shooters, but they can't take a shot.
That's crazy.
I mean, I can understand that, but maybe.
My man Richard said. Rickard said his name is changed to Fabulous.
Yo,
yo, man,
I honestly believe that yes, he probably did have a sharp object in his hand, but I don't think he was really going to do nothing with it. Understand? Maybe the father tried to do something to him. He probably would have used it, but I don't think he would have used it on her. It could be that he felt that she was neglecting the kids by just leaving them there in Jersey.
Yeah, they probably got named. He rich.
Well, it could be anything.
It was Freaky Friday, and he woke up in Chris Brown's body. I think that's what happened.
You think so? I don't think so. Because it's like, I mean, now you hitting women. Like, how Fabulous been out for how many years now? He knows better. He could have been doing it, and no one knew, because he's been cool for mad long.
He's always been cool.
But it's because
he's just lost his cool. Honestly, it had to be some. Not to say that nobody deserves to get hit.
That's a fact.
He hit her. No female deserves.
But they said he hit her until he knocked her teeth out. Like that's what they're saying. That he knocked.
But where's the pictures at?
Exactly.
That's another thing too.
That would have been immediately. You understand?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't say that because the Chris Brown Rihanna pictures didn't come out till like a few weeks or months later.
You sure? It came out right away? Right away.
Nah,
it came right away.
It came out the same week though. It took a while, bro.
It took a while. I think it came out.
It came out eventually, but it took a while. It didn't come out like the same day. I don't think so.
It came out, man. But honestly, no female deserves to get hit. But I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you I never hit a female before, because I have. But it wasn't.
Was you provoked?
I was.
So she with you first?
It's not. She spit at me. See,
that's crazy.
So that's the difference. See,
we can't promote domestic violence.
We don't promote domestic violence at all.
We don't promote
domestic violence at all.
People, I feel like some women do take that to their advantage. That all right, I could provoke him all I want because he can't.
I'll put his hands on him, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if he does anything, he's going to jail.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna win regardless.
You know, like Whoopi said, I agree with her. She said that if a woman hits a man, be expected that he may hit you back and don't feel bad about it. But in regards to what she's saying, nobody should be hitting anybody. Period.
There gotta be some type of law or rule.
Sometimes you just gotta walk away. I think that's the best thing. Like, but it's an unfortunate situation.
That's a fact.
And there's children involved, and they're both public figures.
That's a fact.
Hopefully they work through it.
At the end of the day, this is ways to go about things. Say I'm a woman comes at me aggressively and she's hitting me, punching me, whatever.
My God.
I can protect myself, you understand, from not getting hurt. I can push her away or like mush her, but I can't continuously do it. If I mush her and walk away, that's self-defense.
That's right.
But if I stay there and beat her, then that's different. And it is not self-defense anymore. You just downright beat her. You understand? It's just ways to go about different things. You just gotta, be very mindful and be thoughtful of what you're doing.
Especially when you're famous and there's cameras everywhere.
That's a fact.
You gotta be careful.
It's hard to be famous. It's very, very difficult to be famous. That's like it's a never-ending job.
Yeah.
That's a never-ending job.
But that's how you get paid, though.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
It is what it is, but I see why they so stressful. These people, I think they be happy. They don't be happy, man.
They
Like,
just
look
have
at Kanye West. He hates paparazzi.
He hates himself at this point. He looks really depressed right now.
That's a fact. Yo, how you guys feel about the Jewel Santana situation? He got caught with a gun in the airport, and he
got
ran.
caught slipping, man.
Yeah.
People be thinking that the fame you could get away with murder. Like Joel Santana, if you was Jay-Z, you would have got away. But you're not. You're Joel Santana. Probably still live in the hood or still live in Jersey where you at.
No, he live in Jersey. He live in the hood.
Yeah,
he still got money.
Where you at. You can't be going through customs with guns, man. It's just
Jay-Z stabbed somebody and he beat that case. I remember.
That's a fact. Was it self-defense though?
probably was. Could have been.
When Jay-Z stabbed nah, they say he stabbed over Charlie Baltimore according to Cameron.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but who still talks about that though?
Nobody talks about that.
Nobody talks about it.
It's Jay-Z.
It's buried under the rug. You know,
That's a
fact.
he was acquitted for it.
That's a fact.
Crazy, man.
Speaking of they're under work and being acquitted for it, do you guys believe that when you reach a certain status, a certain power, and you go before a judge and you know certain signs or symbols that you can manifest before the man that sits in the black robe with his glass half full, do you believe that?
You can get off?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
I believe in that.
Hell yeah! I'm sure there is.
I believe in that because the thing is that the justice system is flawed.
I'm sure there is.
It's flawed. It depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Money talks.
Money talks and BS
It's not only
talks.
money, sometimes it's power.
It's power too. That's a fact.
Definitely power. If I got power over you, you ain't putting me in no.
Because there's a lot of people that stole money. Like, for example, it was supposed to be given to a specific, purpose, a specific intent. And, like, for example, look at Trump. He's into fraud. That's the biggest fraud. Bank fraud, all that. And
I believe people with money are the biggest scammers. But that's how they keep getting money. It's because they already got money. They can manipulate how to
that's a fact.
do things.
And we know that America is not a democracy. It's a oligarchy.
You can pay people to shut up.
It's a republic.
No, but it's an oligarchy, no?
Explain to people.
Okay,
what
so
that means.
basically to oligarchy, right? I'm alright. Let me let you know right now. Let's do this right. Alright. Oligarchy.
Don't want to get it wrong.
Now I'm gonna get it right. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing it right.
Want to get it
So, oligarchy is basically a small group of people having control of a country, organization, or institution. I really believe that. Like,
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But even in the pledge, it says for in this republic in which it stands.
That's a
which
fact.
means republic, which means it's privately owned. It's not publicly owned.
That's another situation.
Yeah. But I could give
Privately
you,
owned meaning that secret society they speak of.
I could give you examples of real life that I know. I remember when I was younger, it was this older white gentleman. He came up to me and he was manifesting the Freemason Street belt. That's the symbolism that he put in front of me. So I was like, what's that belt about? Like, I seen the Solomon seal before. And he was like, oh, you want to learn more about this? He's like, you would need a sponsor. I'm going to sponsor you because those clothes and trips are going to be expensive. You're going to need some real shiny shoes when you go to these meetings. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you don't know. Just say yes. And I was like, I don't know. He said, there's a lot of perks to that, in certain situations. That's explained. He said, if you go before a judge and you do symbols that only he could see, he'll let you go. Say, for example, you get pulled over by the police and you show a certain symbol, they'll let you go. So there's lodges all across the country. Now I said it in a song.
Ask your question. Is that dude still alive?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because he definitely said too much.
I mean,
he didn't say a lot. He didn't say a lot.
Nas said it best.
No.
Let me just finish what I'm saying. Nas said that even if I'm on the run, I'm good because it lodges all across the country. That's one thing that he said. The example that the man gave me was, he said one time he was traveling from down south up north with a trunk full of illegal cigarettes, and he said that they let him off. I said, why did it let you off? He said it's simple. When they came, I showed them the symbols, basically 2 V's up, 2 V's down. It makes the equality of the seal of Solomon. Another guy, I met him. I can't even say his name because his name is confidential. But he was facing attempted murder charges, attempted murder, battery, and assault in the second degree. In just 4 days, 5 days, he beat his case, and it was dismissed from a felony to a misdemeanor. And I was like, how did you beat it? He said, when I went and led it before the judge, I showed the judge my knowledge. I manifested in front of the judge. The judge was elated by the knowledge that I showed him, because even though his cup was full and he wore that black dress showing that like he overcame me, when I showed him the knowledge, it put me above him, so he wanted to drink out of my cup of knowledge.
Wow, that's real. That's fire.
That is real.
That's power, bro. That's power. I want to ask you a question. Even with another topic, how you guys feel about Sabrina Clodio? She just got a shout out on Instagram or on Twitter.
Who is that?
Well, she's a big R&B artist. There's a lot of big R&B artists out there, like her, Ro James. There's a lot of SZA, right?
Yeah, I know SZA.
SZA's amazing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of good
SZA
artists.
said that she's retiring from the game.
How she retired from the game? She just
got
started.
I don't know.
She just started.
Maybe it was a rumor, but I heard that she
Just started. But but the thing is that like I said, I want to give a shout out to all the good artists out here that's producing very, very, very great music. Shout out to them. Like, amazingly, I also heard that also too, like, there be DJs, they be hating on our good artists until when they're popping, they lit.
Yeah, of course.
That's when they want to put them on.
Yeah.
So for all those fake DJs who be hating, the media who be hating, shame on you. But shout out to good artists out there. There's good R&B, there's good rap music, there's music out there. They're not cursing. I'm not talking about thoughtsism, stripping. I salute good music, tremendously, and everything like that.
And shout out to Masuka, because she's on the come up.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely doing that thing. We're going to shout out Masuka. Masuka's definitely... Oh, I also want to shout out my homegirl, Valerie Paul from Philadelphia. She's doing her thing, too. She had a concert the other day. I heard she ripped it. I heard you want to come to Brooklyn soon. So I told you to holler at this king right here, Rickard. I told you to holler at Dixon and holler at some big plays out here. So this girl, Valerie Paul, want to shout out to her as well, too, who's playing good gospel music and stuff like that.
Shout out to my brother AJ Rhymes. He did his thing at the Hebron Youth Fashion Show.
Yo, how was that?
I think it was great. Especially shout out to the whole Jordan River, because we popped out and we did what we usually do. Us coming from being the underdogs to the position that we in now. I feel like we're starting to get the respect that we deserve. So shout out to Benry, shout out to Janelle, shout out to my sister Adele, shout out to my brother AJ, and shout out to everybody that came through and supported. We did our thing. Pictures on Instagram, Rickstar1875, and Facebook, Rickard Jean-Noel. You already know what it is.
That's what's up. I don't know no gospel artists right now.
That's so good, man.
Yo. Not no upcoming.
Let's go back to you, right? You wanted to be this DJ since you was a youth, right?
Yeah.
And now you're this DJ. Why? All right, here's the question. Do you feel like if you were still in the church, it would hold you back from being the DJ that you wanted to be?
No, I just wouldn't take no Saturday afternoon gigs. That's about it.
Yeah, but you could still take Saturday night gigs too.
Yeah, definitely.
But why?
That wouldn't hold me back from taking no gigs.
Okay, so here's the real question: why did you leave the church?
Why did I leave?
Yes, tell the people why did you?
Well, it all started in high school. I was on the track team, and most of the track meets were held on Saturdays, and I had to make them because I was trying to work my way to getting a scholarship to go to school. So a lot of Haitian parents, especially Haitian parents in the church, they're not really into sports or
that's a fact.
Everything is books. Not everybody has an education to get an academic scholarship. Not to say I didn't have the brains to do it, but I felt like the athletic scholarship would have been easier for me. So I tried to work my way to getting that. That was about it. Ever since then, I was just going to track meets. I started seeing different states, started seeing different parts of the country by running. It was just a whole different world, And then I got to college, still was running, and then that was it after that. I just never really... I went back, every now and then I would go back, make visits and see people and, special occasions I would go there, pop out. But to wake up just to go, I didn't really go anymore after that. But I still have faith, you know. I got the faith. The faith didn't leave me.
So it sounds like you started to run and you end up running away from church. Do you feel like that's what happened?
That's a great way to put it.
I mean, what matters at the end of the day, you said you didn't run from God.
Nah,
You still believe in God. You still love God.
Yeah, I never questioned them. I never said, "Oh, let me question this," because you know, I spoken to people, you know, and they asked me, "What's your religion?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Seventh Adventist," and a lot of people are shocked at first. Then there's these people that you know that they feel like their religion is better than.
Yeah.
And which is,
of course.
I never liked that religion starts a lot of wars.
Religion causes division, like my Maybach partition. Jay-Z said that.
A lot. So, and that's not a good thing. So I remember somebody saying that, oh, Seventh Adventist is not a good religion. Y'all believe in this, y'all believe in that. And he spoke about Ellen G. White and things like that. And just basically saying that it wasn't the right way, it wasn't the right path. If I was a person that just fell for anything, I probably would have just fallen right into that and be like, oh, maybe I need to stay away from this. Although there's certain things in Seventh Day Adventists that I don't agree to,
such as
the wedlock thing.
Oh, like children out of wedlock.
Yeah, the jewelry thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically.
But the people who wear wedding rings.
I understand that.
Yeah, people wear wedding rings, and there are people who believe. I think who believe in regards to not being too excessive. You see what I'm saying?
So I'm saying. You see, so
you know what I'm saying?
So that they made it seem like you couldn't wear it at all.
But I think the biggest misconception is that they try to base it on the Bible. But if you look at all the kings and queens of the Bible, they wore jewelry.
They wear jewelry. It's about idolatry.
You can't analyze it. It can't be your number one thing. Like,
that's a fact.
I can't say I'll die with his chain. Like that's just dumb.
That's idolatry.
Yeah, yo, if somebody say yo, come up with that chain. I understand I'm a dude from the street, and I understand that I understand principles and everything like that. And yo, I'm not dying for the chain. Now, if you put your hand on me, I'm have to protect myself. But if you tell me to come off that chain, hey, you have a chain. If you try to harm me after that, anything that happens to you, it happens to you. But I'm not idolizing nothing.
And I want to talk about the wedlock thing. What I want to basically say is that a lot of churches need to start just teaching young men what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a father, what it means to be responsible. The same thing with women, how to be a mother, how to be a wife, how to be responsible.
I think the church need to be honest and tell these teenagers to wear condoms.
I just feel like excommunication is not a good thing. I feel like if you going by the wayside,
it's a fact.
You need to embrace them more. You understand? Because by excommunicating them, now they out of the church. They're gonna get to fall into things that other things that you didn't want them to fall into. You understand?
But the biggest irony of it all is, if you look at church now, there's a whole bunch of older single mothers in church. There's more women and children versus men. Like, how often do you see a full, complete family in church? Now, not often at all.
Not at all.
That's real. That's real.
That's because a lot of people is marrying out of the religion.
Exactly. And half the family comes, half the family don't.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We have a lot of work to do. We don't do that work. I wanted to ask how you guys feel about Stephen Clark's brother. They said that he's being crazy for expressing himself. I don't see what's so crazy about him expressing himself, how he feels.
Explain that situation.
Yeah,
well, I mean, they feel like he's been doing a bit much. Like, he's been, I mean, you gotta see it. I mean, you want to show you a clip?
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Is he expressing himself sexually or?
He's not expressing himself sexually. I'll show you a clip real quick.
While Santa's look for that, right?
Yeah.
Since you're a DJ, last week I had a baby shower at the building where my church is at, but it's a huge building, so the chapel's like in the front, the cafeteria is like towards the back, and it's also a school. So in the school part about the cafeteria, we had a baby shower. Ironically, the DJ that was there was an SDA DJ.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually go to Kingborough. But a lot of the conservative, the ultra-conservative SDA people, like the older folks, they felt like the music was too aggressive or too hood, because they said that they felt like that whole entire building was like spiritual ground. And I'm like, but there's a school here, like, okay. And at the end of the day, like,
Was it clean?
Yeah, it was clean. It was
clean. There was no cursing.
There was no cursing, but they felt like it's because it was the hip hop music, the trap music. Some people felt like we should have played more R&B the whole entire nine. But like the younger generation had fun, but the older generation felt some kind of way to the point where a guy preached Saturday and he threw subliminal shots. And you know, you SDA preachers, you SDA elders, y'all good for going on stage and throwing shots, but y'all never speak to people directly. So you guys need a man up, like you guys lack that testicular fortitude, and that's why
I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say. My thing is that I know I want to get married soon, and I want to get married soon, and I know when I get married, you see what I'm saying. And I just feel like with the Seventh Adventist Church, I feel like the ultra legalism. I feel like that if you have fun, you're having fun. Nothing sexual, nothing, no cursing. It's like it's a problem.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's not a problem at all. You know what I'm saying? You're having a good time. You're not cursing. You're not grabbing people. You're not grabbing girls' behinds. You're not fighting. I don't see what's the problem. But I'm letting you know right now. When I have my wedding, you feel me? It's gonna be lit, and we won't be drinking. You see what I'm saying? Which is not a problem. But I'm not inviting everybody.
You can't get drunk though.
Exactly. I was nice. I was really nice. I was nice. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with having a very good time with your friends, especially for everything that we have done, for the many times we have gave back, celebrate the community. Plus, the thing is that too, you know, your wife about to have a baby soon, and you've done a lot of things for the community. There's nothing wrong with having fun. So I'm letting you know right now, when I'm getting married, we're drinking, we're having a good time. And if that's the case, you're not coming, because like I said, it's all about having fun. It's every place. Thank you, preacher. Salute to you, my pastor. Pastor's run. You know what I'm saying? Every place has its time and its place. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to cry. There's a time for everything. And in order for you to have fun, there's nothing wrong with that. So for those who feel uncomfortable with dancing compa and having a good time, I don't know what to tell you.
But
so
there's
a separation. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. It's new generation. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Their complaint was that it was all these visitors here, and these visitors gotta feel like we representing ourselves as church people, and like we don't feel like
visitors are probably gonna come back now.
I'm like the visitors are there because of me. Like,
that's
no disrespect to them, but they're here because of me. And I feel like more people enjoy themselves than didn't enjoy themselves. But I feel like that whole hiding behind the pulpit and throwing shots, I never respected that. I never will.
You know what's crazy? I'm into something that's so crazy. I don't even want to add to. I was talking to one of my friends had a birthday yesterday, and he was like, "Yo, bro." After the party we had a good time. He was like, "Yo, bro, quote some scriptures for me." I quote him a couple of scriptures. Like, "Yo, bro, I just love the way that you are, that you're balanced. You're very, very balanced." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing real. I just said it was like a strip club. I understand. You feel what I'm saying? But we having a good time. We building each other. We encouraging each other. And you know, as black people, we just love to dance. We like to have fun.
Like to have fun, eat, have good music.
Have good music. Play dominoes. There's nothing wrong with that personally, you know what I'm saying? I understand if people was doing things inappropriately.
Shoot, I need to have more socials to have DJs at the social.
No, we did.
Yeah, I've been doing that all the time, and it's been the same DJ at my social, same DJ at my baby shower, same DJ at my wedding, bro.
So I know that. So now we know that you can do.
Shout out to DJ G Leo.
Yeah. So the thing is that in regards to you, now I connect you with Rickard, because Rickard knows. He would see you in passing, but now you know who he is. You guys could connect, and definitely when we do a lot of community, ventures, best to believe this, we will celebrate and we will have a good time. Which is nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying?
I think the problem is that a lot of the older generation, I feel like it's sad to say, but I feel like they have nothing to look forward to. As in, like, their life that did not turn out as they wanted it to. Their marriage might not have turned out the way they wanted to.
Yo, I want to add to that. I wanted to add to that. I just want to cut you off. There's an elder, one of my homegirls. I'm not gonna put on blast, but it's an elder's wife who told me that. She said, and you know, but you don't go to a lot of the meetings. And you go to the meetings, but you don't do the over excessive. She's like, how is it that you're married to somebody and you're in a meeting for 4 hours straight? 4-6 hours. It shouldn't take 4-6 hours for every Sunday or Saturday to have a meeting.
I walk out sometimes.
Huh?
I walk out sometimes.
I think an hour is enough.
Yeah.
I think an hour is enough. I think an hour and a half or 2 hours is enough.
Depends. If you spend a lot of time with your wife, that 4 hours would probably be nothing to you. But however, I mean, you know,
what were you about to say? I said that most of the time those people who are complaining, like, they're not happy with themselves and happy with their lives.
No, they're not.
Nah, it's not just that. It's just that they was raised in a different time.
Right. But I feel like some adults, they use religion to punish their children because they're not happy. Like, I knew this one kid.
No, that's crazy. Good example. Good example for that is like when you got in trouble when you was a child in school, they made you wear your church clothes to school.
Yeah.
That was punishment. Although now that I think about it, I was like, y'all was dead fly. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, wearing my little church shoes, wearing my suit to school, I was fly.
Yeah.
But it was just that everybody was in sneakers. I just looked so apart from everyone.
I'm gonna give you an example, right? I knew this kid. His father lives in Haiti, his mother lives in America. His father cheats on his mother all the time, gets young girls pregnant, and all these other things. And his mother took it out on him. She was overly super religious to the point where she enforced religion upon the whole family. This kid fell into depression. This kid fell into depression and wanted to kill himself to the point where he moved out the house and didn't tell his mother where he lived. He doesn't even call his mom anymore. And like, almost everyone in the house suffers from the same thing. They all suffer from depression because of over religion. Over exerting religion upon somebody, that's poison.
That is punishment. That is poison. But that's not religion. That's demonic, bro.
It's poison. You gotta let them make their own decisions. Like, that's the thing that
because even God does it.
My parents ain't never sat me down and yelled at me like, "Yo, you gotta come back to church. We need you to back." It was just, "Are you gonna come back? You gonna come back? All right. Whenever you ready, you let us know." That's a fact.
It's like the prodigal son. Like, when the son was ready to return back home, he returned back home. Like, when it's your time to go back.
They definitely forced it on my two younger brothers, though.
I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this Stephen Clark thing. Like, you let me know. I'm gonna show you one. This is one right here. Check this out.
The guy who's screaming out Stefan Clark, that's Stefan Clark? Okay. Oh, he's on the gun. He's not in trouble.
Sacramento, California, a city on edge right now. Protesters taking to the streets. They're angry and they're demanding some answers right now after the fatal police shooting.
This is the Real Work Show. You heard? We're not playing.
That was 10 days ago. Police coming upon Clark while responding to reports of someone breaking car windows, firing 20 shots at him in his grandmother's backyard. Officers saying that they thought he had a gun, but Clark was unarmed. Only his cell phone was found at the scene. Joining me now is Stefan's brother, Stevante Clark. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's tough, but we appreciate you joining us on this day today. I know it's even tougher because there was a wake held for your brother, Stefan. First, let me express again my sympathy here. How's your family holding up? How are you holding up? What does that mean? Next question. Okay. Obviously you are in grief right now, and listen.
I'm not in grief.
All right.
We haven't slept. We haven't ate. The media keeps following us everywhere we go. The only person that got the message, and that was just before we came on the air, was the mayor. He has called me and he said he's going to help us build the library and the recreational center. That's 24 hours. I am.
So the mayor said he's going to help you build a library?
And a 24-hour recreational center for the kids.
Yeah.
For everybody. We love everybody. He's going to help me. He's going to be a part of it. You know what I mean? He's going to walk out. You know, I'm not even going to address anymore. You know, just know that I'm going to be real connected. We're going to we're going to work with each other. We're going to work with each other. I love my city. I'm Sack Strong. I did all this for my city. We are the example of how to do it right. What the media does, they wait till a loved one dies, they find out it's a tragedy, they swarm that person, they put them in grief, they ruin their lives forever. Their lives are never the same. Don Lemon, let me talk to my people, okay?
Yeah.
You black, I'm black. Let's be black now. Don't you do that down, Don Lemon.
Well, I just want to tell you that. I just want to tell you that the media.
Hold on. I'm not blaming the media. I'm not blaming, but the way you guys treat us. You guys, I told you I stopped calling out. We have how many phones do we have in the family?
Can you let me get a word in, please? Because listen, I have to manage the time here so that we can get something out of this interview because a lot of people are watching, and you're through the media, whether you like it or not, your brother's story will be told. The media is giving you a platform.
I am. Don Lemon, say his name.
So tell me about your brother, please.
Don Lemon, say his name.
Devontae, listen, you're in grief. I'm sorry for that.
I
know how it is.
Whenever you say it, you messed up on our name. You sent our driver late.
Well, and
that's messed up.
I thank you so much for joining us, and my heart goes out for you. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you,
brother. All right.
I think it sounds like that guy's suffering from some kind of mental disability, but at the same time he is a bit emotional, and we can see why, because losing his brother the way he did. But like
going through some type of depression.
Like what I've been saying for years, man, we're being hunted by police, and police have been given that badge by the powers, whoever they may be, to eradicate, hunt, and kill and incarcerate men of color.
Wow.
And that's just what it is.
It's been like that for years, man. It's been like that for years.
Do you think
I don't think it's gonna stop though.
And the ones you can't capture, you kill.
Do you think
eventually
the frustration is going to be led to something more?
Anarchy?
Not anarchy, but like
purge.
Brothers just killing Ku Klux Klan members.
It's gonna be the purge.
In what sense? Define that.
Listen, man, I'm just saying that a lot of stuff that's gonna happen, or a lot of stuff that happened has been in movies, man. It's gonna be the purge. One of these days, something's gonna happen, and then this is gonna be all right. Yeah, we had enough. Let's go out there and just handle our business.
But I think that would give way to martial law.
It is gonna give way to it sucks. It sucks, but then again, it's like, what are we doing to make it? We're not doing anything to make changes. Some people are, but a lot of people aren't. Some people they're gonna march today, have riots today, and
then after that, just have just kill white supremacists and kill Ku Klux Klan members.
I don't think that would be smart, only because an eye for an eye, and then we all end up blind. Say, for example, we as in black people start killing white people.
No, not white people. I'm talking about Ku Klux Klan members.
Yeah, but Ku Klux Klan members are these same congressmen, these same police officers, these same people in power. So they just took the hoods off. It's like mask off. Like, you know, sometimes they got their mask off, sometimes they got their mask on. So you kill one of these people, you don't know who they are, the other people's going to retaliate, and then it's going to end up in what? Genocide. Like almost the same thing happened with the Native Americans. They went from 150,000 to less than 5,000 in some states. So do you really want to do that?
Revolution has always birthed something. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking in the behalf of how people feel the way it sucks.
Yeah,
you know
but white people, they 3 times more than black people in America. Unless Africa gets involved, and
no, they're not. They're not the majority anymore.
The white people still the majority in America.
Still the majority, but because you think about it. I mean, not a lot of black people in Iowa.
Google America's population according to race.
Okay, let's. You know what? Okay.
If you think about it, a lot of black people.
So American population is due to race, right?
Cities.
Okay. American population due to race. Okay, so blacks is 2.5.
Exactly.
The American Indians are 1.4.
Exactly.
The Asians are 0.4. 0.1 is Islanders, Hawaiians, of course.
Places Asians live too.
Wait. Okay. Oh, but you want the whites?
Yeah, what's whites?
Okay, wait. American population when it comes to whites. Wait. Let's see the majority for the whites. Wait. They're not showing me. I gotta go back to the same thing again.
Just put American census.
Oh, American census, right? Okay. American census. Okay, so go to where?
What does it say?
Okay, just go to American census.
Yeah, the records.
Okay, the records, right? Alright. Say no more. My man's not playing. It's not gonna be a yep, sir. Okay, so we're gonna look at
Just put the Caucasian population in America.
Caucasian population, right?
No. We go back to Google and put Caucasian population.
Okay, Caucasian population in America.
Yeah.
Okay. Caucasian population in United States of America. Why they're not telling? They're not.
No.
How much it says?
They're not telling, bro. They're not telling. They're not telling. They're not telling, bro. Okay, let me see. So, okay, they said the Hispanic Latino population 17.8. The total use probably make up the largest ethnicity, of course. The white non-Hispanic make up 61.3%.
Exactly. So if the Spanish is almost 30 and the whites is 60, then that leaves us with what? 10% left.
Wow. And it says 55% of America live in the South. Wow, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, this is white America. Everybody knows that.
Wow.
You only think there's a lot of blacks because we live in Brooklyn.
There's a lot of whites in Brooklyn too. Don't get it twisted.
Gentrification.
There's a lot of whites in Brooklyn. What? Listen, even before they came to like Crown Heights or Brownsville, you have Park Slope. You have Bay Ridge. You have Bensonhurst. Don't get me started. There's a lot of white people in Brooklyn.
The other day, this guy on World Star, shout out to World Star, they broke down colonization and what occurs to America. He said, if you have a toy and I take the toy from you and I say it's my toy, is it my toy or is it still your toy?
It's
Your toy. Now
your
you
toy.
took it from- I mean, I could go claim it's mine,
But just because I have it doesn't mean. All right, your phone. If I take your phone and put it in my pocket, is it still your phone or is it my phone?
It's still my phone.
Yeah,
All right,
it's my phone.
and if I give it to my kid, I'm like, yeah, hold this for me. Is it still your phone or is it?
It's
kid's
my phone.
All right, so that's what happened with America. America stole the land from the Native Americans and then they handed it off to their kid one by one, and they just killed off the Indians one by one. And they will sculpt them. Sculpt them mean when you pull their hair until their head rip off their neck.
Wow.
And they would keep that as a trophy. Or they would like cut off, if the woman was pregnant, they would cut out the baby fetus and they'll keep the fetus as a trophy. Or they would take the little girls and rape them, like Sacagawea, the one that's on the $1 coin. She was sold to one of the explorers that was with Lewis and Clark. I think it was one of the guys at the age of 13. At the age of 13, and another thing they used to do is, like, the white men would marry Native American women and then kill the woman and then take the land. So then they got the birthright to it, you know, stuff like that. Simple stuff. If you don't gotta believe me, you can always look it up online. All this information is online. I just be talking because I read a lot. So
No. You're not talking crazy. You talking facts.
no, I didn't say I'm talking crazy. I said I'm just talking because I read a lot.
Okay, that's a fact. That's
So I
a
know
fact.
these things.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, what you gonna say? We close out, or you want to talk about something?
We could talk about something else. One more topic. How you feel about the teacher that allowed the kids to paint themselves black faces? That's a trending topic right now. That's going on right now.
I saw that a few things, but I feel like that happened a lot.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Was it white?
This was a white teacher.
White? Was it white students?
Yeah,
it was white students and white students.
Yeah, and they took a picture.
It takes it back to like vaudeville days when it was doing blackface stuff. Like
That whole
why would they want to do that?
that whole circus thing, that whole painting your face and dressing like a vagabond, that's the Caucasian population making fun of the black man. Because if you're already a white person, why are you painting your face white? It's only because it's unacceptable to paint your face black in open society. So instead you're painting white. But then the way you dress like a vagabond. Usually back in those days, a vagabond was associated with a black person because black people had less money than the whites. Because after slavery ended, blacks weren't allowed to get jobs, and they made it illegal to not have a job. So blacks went back to jail. You go back to jail, it's back to slavery. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's like a wheel.
Recurrent cycle.
Yeah, basically they're making fun of you like you're a clown, you're poor, and your job is to entertain white folks. Same thing now. You want to make money, entertain these white folks.
All of that.
Like that's why Nas said one day I want to make enough money where I can put my feet back on the wood and watch these niggas run back and forth and play the game like the Laker. If you think of that, that's deep. When in the sense that like you're rich to the point where on a Monday, Tuesday night you're spending 10, 15,000 to just put your feet on the wood to watch black people run back and forth, up and down, playing basketball for a game that doesn't really mean much, and you're just sitting there watching because you have nothing better else to do. While there's other people out here working overnight, slaving, who just work 8, 9, 10-hour shifts, and they're tired going home, but you're there still throwing you $15,000 just to watch these guys run up and down.
Yeah, that's some deep shit.
That's real. That's real. Well, family, any closing thoughts? It's real, man.
Real Chat Podcast, you already know what it is, man.
Oh, tell them about your podcast, because you got a podcast too, bro. Tell them about it.
Real Chat Podcast, follow it.
What's it about?
Subscribe. It's just a whole bunch of, we talk about a whole lot of topics. Same as y'all do, it's just, it's not religious. So, a lot of people, we try to bring, there's a lot of alcohol involved. So we try to bring the real out of everybody. You know,
so it's like
people say that
champs?
alcohol, it's like drink champs, but we try to not be like them. We try to be our own. So if you're a rapper and your song is whack, we're gonna tell you it's whack. We're not gonna tell you, okay. I mean, we're gonna try to help you and tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. This is the right people you need to talk to. This is how you go about things. We're gonna definitely,
I think the truth is very key.
So do you think a drunken mind speaks sober thoughts?
Listen, man.
Yeah,
I just think that.
I think so.
I just think that the alcohol makes people more relaxed. Like, in order for them to speak about certain things that they probably wouldn't speak about. Some people are. I could talk about anything. I don't have to be drunk to talk about whatever I want to talk about. But some people, they need that. Understand? I don't know why.
This man once told me that if you overly indulge in alcohol or drugs or you smoke cigarettes, there's something mentally wrong with you, because you're dealing with a frustration or with a feeling that you gotta exalt in a different type of way instead of doing it naturally.
Yeah, that could be true. That's definitely sound like truth to me.
Like
if you need, because there's certain people, they need alcohol to even indulge sexually, and that's like, yo, I need you sober.
That's a fact.
I don't want you to blame it on the alcohol like that. Why?
Yeah.
What's the purpose?
That's a fact.
And some people, when they're overly stressed, they quick to smoke, and then it becomes a habit, and they got a pin on that.
Now it becomes an addiction. So
world of addiction.
That's a fact.
I just thank God that I'm just a real individual. I don't need no substances to.
That's a fact.
Unlock nothing. It's just.
It's a fact.
It just flows. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I do drink or have any substances that I inhale, it's just gonna be just still be me. Or it'll probably calm me down. I don't know. You understand? Most of the time, it puts me to sleep.
So you have a realization of self, something that a lot of people lack nowadays.
Yeah, people don't know. I mean, I still want to know more about myself. You got to know more about yourself. It's good to speak to people and find out who you really are as an individual, or just seek counseling.
I urge a lot of people to do something called self-mastery. When you master yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, and basically like you work out, you build up your physical body. Warren Buffett said that if you could have one car for the rest of your life, which kind of car would you pick and how would you treat it? That's our body. That's the one vehicle that's going to lead us throughout our whole life. It depends on how we treat it and what we do. The mental, increase yourself, read certain books, learn certain knowledge, so when you're in a room, like, you don't sound too foolish, and you could have a lot of different backgrounds of multiple subjects, so that you can move through certain rooms, because the more knowledge of certain subjects you know, the more people that you can speak to. spirituality, being in tune with oneself and being in tune with the Creator, knowing that there's something or someone bigger than yourself, and not being fully into yourself, but knowing, just being able to deny yourself so that you can become something greater. Also, emotionally, you know, some people don't have control over their emotions, and therefore they either over emotional or not emotional enough, and that makes it
emotional enough. I don't think that I am.
and either being too much or too little makes it hard for you to function in certain things in regards to friendship and relationships. And just those, and when you master those, then it's the metaphysical, where you're on top of the plane that other people are not, where you can stand before people and it's like almost like how Jesus did, you know, walk on water, feed the sick, do those things. And these things might sound crazy to you, but some of us has actually done it. We just don't apply it in a sense, like, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things. So just work on your self mastery, people, and just improve yourself and improve those around you, and that's what the real word is all about.
So you heard it here live.
Some closing thoughts, guys.
Man, let's just continue to build each other, empower one another, and let's continue to serve our community. This is what it's all about, and promoting positive brothers like this who are actually making a difference. Because, you know, music changed lives too. You know what I'm saying?
What it is, improve upon the improvement. If you ain't make nobody smile today, then you're part of the problem.
All I want to say is thank you all for supporting. I see the numbers was up and down today, so thank you to all the people who's watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting The Real Word. You can subscribe to us at www.youtube.com/C for channel /The Real Word TV. We also on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. If you want to donate, www.gofundme /The Real Word. And we just thank you all. DJ, drop that prayer.
Amen.
Go ahead, man, please.
Oh,
yeah,
I gotta drop a prayer.
Yeah,
that quick prayer. Good prayer, man. Just quick and short.
Quick short prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for these young gentlemen here that's doing positive things. Thank you for getting me here safely. Thank you for letting us breathe every day. Having some food to feed ourselves, to nourish our bodies, having a shelter over our heads, and just holding strong. You understand? It's a crazy and cool world out there, and we gotta live in it. Just guide us and protect us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. See, you still got it.
Still do.
Thank you for watching, people. Good night.
All right, later.